I'm recklessly driving. I'm going to recklessly drive out of Rupert and go on a two-hour drive. Not really looking forward to that 2-hour drive. That's a long time to sit and drive. But yeah, I'm trying to get to the next library in a southerly, easterly direction, and yeah, it's just I don't, unless there's something that pops up between here and that Tremonton. I'm kind of forced to make the big leap if the car can make it. You can say it's just a lot of flat ground around the area. That's pretty much it. Just a boring drive. Although I'm surprised that there's no library between here and Tremonton for such a long distance. It could be because of the mountain ranges up ahead. They just don't make the soil very hospitable for farming or anything. Possibly. Okay, there's a warning that this is a dust storm area. As I turned off to 86 to head to Ogden in that direction. It's amazing how this grass still finds enough life to grow as tall as it does, just to turn brown. Must be a particular time of year that allows it to thrive just enough, because that's going to hold down dust storms. You see, cars are whipping by me because I'm going only 60, and they can go up to 80 legally, so some are going to probably push 85. There was a sign that said frequent high winds and I think occasional dust storms. So it is windy right now. I'm feeling the car get pushed and pulled. If I could drive slower, it would feel safer. Just slow down and the winds aren't so bad, but trying to push 80 and the winds are they really cause a challenge. Yeah, people just can't find a way to settle down in this area. There's just miles and miles of, you see mountains, hills, more hills in the distance, and fields that are fenced off, but there's no animals on them that I've seen yet, or buildings even, for that matter. There's still plenty of space in America to settle down, but if you try here, you're going to be lacking in a lot of resources, the way it looks. Okay, now I just saw a sign that said it's a severe storm area, next 20 miles. I'm near exit 245. Severe storm area, next 20 miles. I wonder what kind of storms they're referring to. Probably dust storms. Tremonton and 74 miles. Oh my god, that's a lot of driving. Okay, just passed another sign that said dust storm area. Huh, that's interesting. I wonder if anybody's I wonder if there's anything on YouTube for the Utah dust storms, or southeastern Idaho dust storms. Amazing to me to think that during the dinosaur age, this area was said to have gotten 20 inches of rain per year, and it was more stable environment and more lush. But I mean, we're talking millions of years for the landscape to go through its changes. There's a sign that said deer migration. Whoa, that was a bump. Deer migration ahead. And then now that sign said game crossing. So there's some kind of a deer migration area. But they still have fences up along the road near exit 254. So I don't know if they put a break in the fence line, or they keep the fences up and just force the deer to have to jump it, or I don't know how they work that. Safety corridor next 3 miles, and it said stay alert and stay safe. What's a safety, like a safety corridor? That's like a pathway or something, I believe. That's how you define corridor. So I've never been through a safety corridor before. I don't know what to think of it. It's like just regular hills. Okay, there's another deer migration area for the next 3 miles. Now I have seen some cow. In fact, they're cow off in the distance over there. So they're going to be fencing them in. I don't think they're accommodating the deer at all. They're probably keeping the fence up because they have cow out here. They're not, you know, farmers care more about keeping their cow than allowing deer to migrate. So probably not much of a deer. Sweetser Summit, 5,500 feet. I guess I'm at a summit. Yeah, your own personal profits are going to be more important than saving the wildlife. That's why you need regulation for that. Okay, entering Oneida County. It's a little green over there. That's incredible. I wonder how that life is supporting itself. Maybe there's a lake on the other side. Okay, it said it's a dust road, or a dust warning area. And they said don't stop on the road, so Tremonton and 56 miles. So I'm guessing the dust storms get pretty bad where people might want to be like just tempted to stop on the side of the road, and that makes it more dangerous for people behind them. Our antelope, and the fence is still up, so those antelope have to jump over the fence. Maybe it's no big deal to them. I don't know. This area up ahead is a geological site. Okay, I'm guessing geological site means a mining operation because I look over and I see a big mining operation. It's another deer migration sign that says 2 miles on that one. The previous two said 3 miles. So the further south you go, the less deer there probably are. I don't think there's many desert deer. Trees have, oh geez, that's not safe. I was just gonna say the trees have picked up in number. That's just suddenly, and I think we might be going up gradually in elevation. So maybe that's a factor. Some weird trees. I don't know what kind they are. Can't stare at them without getting in an accident. All right, at this point, I'm being welcomed to Utah Life Elevated. Fine up to $500 for littering. Vietnam Veterans Memorial Highway. Okay, so those are the warnings when you enter. There's like 5 warning signs along the road for drowsy driving. I guess they're the state is waging a war against drowsy driving. Maybe they're making a strong case for Mormon's tea. The Mormons banned caffeine, yet they got all these signs that warn against drowsy driving. It's kind of interesting. Your sheep farm out here. Okay, so Utah is Okay, so Utah is putting a picture of a deer and saying that there's deer for the next 5 miles, as opposed to the Idaho saying it. So it's quite a valley around here, just a complete wasteland. Although there's farming going on, there's a little bit of farming going on with this brown grass, but nobody can really live out here. There are quite a number of abandoned buildings out here, some fully collapsed. I saw one that just had the windmill standing with about 4 blades left on it. But if I took the back roads, I could probably stop at some of these homes, but not off the highway. I smell a lot of sewage smell throughout this area. I don't know why. So I'm getting closer to Tremonton, and there's an exit I have to take a right on at some point. A lot of these exits for the past hour have had no services. I found that interesting. It's just been such a wasteland. Abandoned homes and no services. It's just an area you get through as quick as you can type of thing. So this is not my turn. I want to turn on 40. This is quite a mountain range up ahead there. And there's actual snow on the highest peak. That's crazy. This city appears to have snugged itself close to the mountainside. I'm guessing. Maybe it's a recreational type of city. See the mountains behind the buildings. But they look so far away. Quite a trip to make to get to the top.